Hi, I'm Michael Cohn from Advanced Tubular Technologies. I'm the developer of VTube-LASER software that measures and qualifies tube shapes. And in this video today, I would like to show you how you can use the FARO ScanArm in order to measure and qualify square tubing. So I'm going to have Michelle demonstrate to you how easy it is to measure using what's called our measured tube average process, where we measure along one corner of the tube and then we turn the tube over and we measure on the other corner and we average the two together in order to get to the center of the square profile. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing Michelle is doing is importing a model of the square tube and then finding the center line of the square tube using a process we call collection. And in this collection process, she is using rectangular from corner fillets in order to find the parametric center line, which represents the center line coordinates of the tube. After she's finished selecting all the straights, she's going to click on Rebuild Parametric Tube from Collected in order to find the center line of the square model. Now she's going to switch over to VTube-LASER mode, which is the mode that connects to the FARO arm. And she's going to then use this mode to measure the tube in order to compare it to the perfect model. She'll click on Measure Process, Corner Profile Measure to begin the measurement. Measuring the tube is really simple. You just follow the instructions in the yellow box on the left. She's going to start by putting the laser on end A of the tube and pressing the button. She's going to measure at the corner of the tube so that she's hitting two surfaces at the same time. And she'll follow that same corner or edge on each straight until she comes to the end of the tube. VTube-LASER is qualifying each straight as it's measured. So if there's a problem in the scan or in the calculation of the straight, then VTube will just ask you to rescan that straight without having to touch any other controls. Now it's going to be important that we measure the opposite side of the tube. So she's going to click on Finish and Build, then Measure again. Now, as is common with square and rectangular tubing, it's necessary to pick this tube up and move it into another orientation in order to get to the opposite edge of the tube all the way around. Moving a tube in the middle of a measure like this surprises some users when they're first getting used to VTube-LASER. But VTube-LASER can use MTA to figure out how to average the two tubes together even after you've moved the tube from the first and the second measure. She's going to click on Finish and Build, then Average, and she's going to indicate that she wants two of the measurements to be averaged together. It's necessary to align the averaged center line with the nominal model. You can see in both the model on the screen and also the grid on the left that the part is quite a bit out of its 125 thou of tolerance. And VTube allows for a connection directly to most benders in order to correct the bender data automatically. In this case, we're using the supervision network protocol to recall the current data and then send over the new corrected data. But even if you don't have a connection to the bender, you can use our reports in order to print out the correction data and then add that data into the control in order to correct the bender. So that's how easy it is to measure and qualify tube shapes that are square and rectangular using VTube-LASER with the FARO ScanArm. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me at michael.cohn@advancedtubular.com. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Have a great day.